Most trades professionals spend 60 hours a week swinging a hammer, only to face another 20 hours of desk work on the weekend. The work doesn't stop when the tools are put away. It just shifts from the job site to the kitchen table. This creates a business run on scraps of paper. Valuable leads are lost on the backs of receipts. Project changes go undocumented in stained notebooks, and weekends are spent answering client texts because there's no formal update system in place. Ghost Engine is built to move that paperwork into the cab of your truck. It allows you to generate formatted scopes of work, materials lists, and professional client emails using voice commands before you even leave the job site. Over the next few minutes, we'll set up your unique link and walk through the 4 core voice-to-text modules. The goal is to have you mastering this workflow in under 5 minutes. Automating your office tasks from the driver's seat changes how your day ends. It's a transition from being reactive to the daily scramble to having a consistent system for job data and client communication. To begin, open the custom web link sent to your business email. You'll need to open this specifically in your smartphone's default browser to ensure the setup works correctly. On an iPhone, tap the Share icon in Safari and select Add to Home Screen. For Android users, tap the 3 dots in Chrome and choose the same option. This setup bypasses the App Store entirely. As you can see here, there's no coding or API management required. It functions like a native app once it's saved to your home screen, eliminating the need to manage open browser tabs. Once the icon is on your screen, open it and tap the microphone. Say, "This is a test run of the engine," then hit Process. If correct, you'll receive a formatted version of that sentence in your business email. Having the engine as a native icon on your home screen is a prerequisite for the field. It removes the friction of fumbling with your phone while you're moving between job sites. Module 1 is the Site Visit Dump. The workflow is simple. The moment you walk out of a client's house, you open the app and record your notes before you put the truck in drive. You supply the raw materials the engine needs. For this living room project, you dictate the wall condition, the specific paint types, like eggshell for the walls and semi-gloss for baseboards, and the estimated 3 gallons of material required. When you hit Process, those raw notes are structured into this: a professional scope of work detailing the wall prep and painting steps, a calculated materials list, and a drafted email ready for the client. Recording these details immediately prevents the memory gaps that occur when you wait until the end of the week. You capture the requirements while the walkthrough is still fresh. Module 2 handles the drive-by estimate.
This is for the spontaneous moments, like when a neighbor flags you down to ask about a rotting porch or a quick exterior repair. Instead of reaching for a scrap of paper, you dictate the lead's name, address, and phone number directly into the app, along with a quick summary of the problem. The engine transforms that audio into formatted data. It organizes John's contact info and the specific follow-up actions required, then sends it to your office email so the lead is captured permanently. Digitizing these interactions on the spot ensures that new opportunities are tracked in your office system, rather than being forgotten in the cab of the truck. Module 3 is for client change orders. It's designed for the scenario where a client asks for just one more thing, like painting a ceiling while the crew is already on site. If you agree to these changes verbally without documentation, you often end up eating the unbilled costs of that extra labor and material. By dictating the request into this module, you generate a professional email confirmation. It informs the client that you've noted the request and will be providing an updated quote to reflect the new scope of work. Formalizing these add-ons on site removes the ambiguity of a verbal agreement. By documenting changes as they happen, you ensure those extra hours and materials actually make it onto the final invoice. Module 4 is the Friday update. The goal here is to stop clients from texting you all weekend by providing a summary of the project status at 4 p.m. on Friday. You provide 2 quick inputs: a summary of what was accomplished this week, and a clear outline of what the client should expect when the crew returns on Monday morning. In this example, the notes describe the kitchen being nearly finished and the plan to start the bathroom on Monday at 9 a.m. It's raw, direct information. The engine synthesizes those notes into this professional email. It provides a clear roadmap for the client, answering their questions about progress and schedule before they have to ask. This proactive communication keeps the homeowner informed. When a client knows the exact status, they are less likely to send disruptive texts over the weekend. The objective of these 4 modules is to shift the administrative load from your home to the cab of your truck. Look at the shift shown in this table. You're moving from 2 hours of formatting at a desk
to an audio dump that creates structured scopes. You're replacing constant weekend texts with a 10-second voice update that generates a calm weekly summary. To see this work for yourself, go to your truck now and perform a mock site visit dump on your own living room. Record the details, hit process, and check your email for the result. Reclaiming 20 hours of paperwork each week allows you to focus on managing your pricing and your leads. It provides the time necessary to work on the business systems that go beyond daily labor.